Have a cup of tea. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Do we have all the light? Yes, I think so. Oh, it is good to see you. Actually, to see myself. There is only one person that is myself, that in front of the camera and in the live chat. Nobody is here, but it does not matter. We can just pretend that there are so many people in the world in this. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Please excuse me that I do not have a topic to talk about. I just who are you calling nobody? Just yes, we are here. Yes, you are here. I am so happy to see you. And I just came back from San Francisco, and I want to make our life come back to natural, come back to our normal, come back to our norm, come to our usual way. Saturday afternoon, if I am able, if I am available, I try to make it into a live chat so that we can discuss something. Since there is not many people, especially there is no topic bring up. So I will just start by talking about something that recently makes me feel curious. And from time to time, there are things happening, sometimes very small, tiny things that is very unspeakable and very, very not worthy of mentioning, but still I find them quite interesting. One thing about relaxing, I have heard some, hello, I have heard some read comments, your voice is relaxing, students will run to your class because your voice is relaxing. And then I made an effort to listen to the relaxing voice. I listened to a video. Let me first put our live chat. I will refresh my window. And okay, I am inside. I can see your comments right now. If you have any comments, if you have anything written here, I can read it. Okay, so let's keep on. And then I saw one, it's called something like relaxing video for sleep and these kind of things. And it's so intense. It's so intense that the person who read this story is making a very good effort, very big effort to make the sound perfect, to make the background perfect, to make everything so perfect. And I feel tense and I feel stressed. I feel when things happen naturally, when we do not make too much effort, it shows in our video, in our life. And I feel the sound that you do not make an effort to scratch the microphone. When you do not make an effort, it's actually more relaxed, just talk. And our relaxation is coming from the noise, from the voice. But the most important, everything comes from our heart, our soul, from our spirit. If we do have a relaxed spirit, and just like talking to friends, and this time we are just friends talking, then it becomes very relaxing, right? I do not mind that my hair does not look good. I do not mind the lipstick out of space, and just chat naturally is even better. Look at my hair. I found this pin. So I think this kind of asymmetric is good. So this side, oh, that is also good, right? Put this side a little bit up. Oh, that is good, yes. Whichever way, whichever way. If we do not make an effort, it will be better. Okay, now I will listen. I will read your comments. Bree, how are you? Oh, I'm so happy to see you. I listen to your voice over when my day job gets stressful. Yes. Okay, occasionally I see you take video requests from friends. How do people do that? Write down the comments. Write down in the comments. How do I take video request? If it is a private video, if it is something that you want to talk, only make a video for you. I have a paid service through Wisio, and also you can talk to me, write an email, and I can reply to you. If it is something that you feel you are not afraid I talk about with the public, and I feel that more people will benefit from it, because you make a request that a lot of people have it but did not dare to speak out. Then I make a video, and I do not mention the detail about you. I will ask if you want to be released detail or not. Things like that. Write me an email. If anything, write me an email at yanghaiying@yahoo.com. Then it becomes a request video. And I do like to make a living out of what I do, but it's not a big, I am not totally put my effort into it. I still have a job, and it pays me a little bit, and I can live. I do not need to completely rely on this for my travel, for my food, for my bill. So I have a lot of freedom in making video to choose topic. Do I make any sense? If something you would like to request, write me an email, or even just write here. I will see and I will talk. Maybe today we can talk it right away. Yes. I agree, the perfect asthma video makes me uneasy. It doesn't feel right. Yes, the asthma video, I never understand it. I much prefer your approach. Feel like a friend beside me rather than a professional. It is true. A lot of time when we are with something, we make it serious. It becomes quite stressful, quite, oh, I need to. Oftentimes, the unintentional asthma is the best. When people try too hard to make trigger sound, it just desensitizes my tingles. Have you ever heard John Butler? I heard about it. I think John Butler is that an old guy, and my video was used in unintentional asthma or asthma sound, and that owner of that channel put my video and put some other people's video, and they call it old gold or something. So from that video I have heard a person that talks that what I admire or what I like is that he is talking to himself. He's not because the audience wants to hear something. It just naturally speak out something. I feel that is very relaxing. So lucky to stumble on this life. I am healing from knee surgery. Oh, good for you. Relax, drink a lot of water, and let your body become more real, flexible, and yeah, and go to swim. I am happy to see you tonight. Oh, okay, I will send you an email right now. Thank you very much. Just for a brief description, it has something to do with the beauty of the hands. It's not something that is shown a lot, but I would love to talk with you about it. Have you sent me an email? I think I am about to write you an email. Anyway, I will talk about it right now, right here. Your unintentional asthma video reminds me of a quiet night I spent with my family member, and they fill me with warmth and nostalgia. Everyone remember to hit that like button. Yes. That helps me, this video to spread. When you watch my video, when you press like button, it makes this video spread. It does not spend any of your money, any of your time, any of your extra, but it helps me to grow so that I can make more videos. Yes, that's him, 80 years plus, a gentleman with some wonderful life experience and wisdom to share. Okay, I have received some people talking about hand. Let's talk about hand, my hand. I used to be afraid to show my hand. First, I do not have manicure. I do not have my nails colored. I personally do not like it because with a layer of vernis, with a layer of plastic, it does not feel comfortable. It feels light. It does not feel light. It feels I'm wearing something. And when I was young, the teacher, I always show my hand. My teacher in elementary school, my teacher is kind of a clean, not she's very, very careful about hygiene. And our students, we did China 50, 60 years ago, the living condition is not that good. And we go to school, my hand was sometimes bloody with cold because winter is cold. And we play with snow, or we did not wash our hand, and I'm still alive. Even if I didn't wash my hand with all the germs, with all the dirt, I am still alive and healthy. So the teacher every morning checks students, and you put the hand on the table for the teacher to check. And some boy students, no gender difference, okay? Some students' hands are very dirty and got picked up by the teacher. Go to wash your hand, put some cream or something. And my hand was also that dirty. But I put my hand this way, this way. The teacher see my palm, so do not see my back. The back is bleeding and dirty. The teacher did not see. So, and what I'm trying to talk about is the teacher. I was not a very bad student, just a little bit dirty. And the teacher just open eyes, close eyes, and get me pass. And just like this. Today, the internet video, the image is very, very bad. I'm very surprised. So just let me pass. What I am trying to say, the teacher was very, very careful and care about the hygiene of students. If you didn't cut your fingernail, she will get you in trouble. You will need to cut the fingernail. You will need to wash your hand. So from that time, I have a habit. Educated people do not have long fingernail. That's in my mind. And now in America, now in a lot of places, you will see people and typing with this long fingernail, this long plastic nail, and typing like that. Oh, just do not feel comfortable. I like my hand clean. And also, I have listened to a hand model. There was one hand model talking about things every day because hand is her livelihood. And every day she will wear glove. When she go out, she wear glove. She does not cut vegetable, no onion, no cutting. She does not clean socks, clean napkins. She does not clean anything. Every day her hand is just like that, cannot be touched. What is the use of your hand? And I was thinking that must be a joke. My hand is for me to walk, to punch, to bang bang, and I do anything with my hand. That's the use of my hand. 革命的手，劳动的手，一双手来打千秋。That's my hand. My hand is for me to do things, to mess around, to be dirty, to live my life. That's my hand. That's the most important thing of the value of our hand. Imagine if you are a hand model and your hand is, you imprison yourself because your hand is too pretty and become a fashion model. You become a prisoner. You become a slave of your body. You cannot eat, or if you eat, you have to do something because you have to be in a certain shape, a certain number. That is a joke. That is, see. Oh, what is going on? See, what is going on? Okay. Yes, that's him. I have already heard the notification bell. I am 20 years old, preparing for my first boxing match season this year. Your video are really good stress relief. I like to listen to you talk while traveling. 20 years old, use your hand for your boxing. That is so good. I want to do that. Punch the tree. I have seen in front of our back. Do we have a moderator Do we have moderator? Someone is putting too many things and occupying. I am sorry. I think I will need to time you out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brittany. Yes, and there was one guy in front of our park, and every day he punches with his hand to punch the tree to exercise. I feel that is a beautiful hand. That is beautiful hand. Use your hand. Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Can you guys give me any advice on how to deal with difficult relationship with parents? My mother still treats me like a child, and I'm kind of out of idea. Oh, you, for example, I am thinking, bon dia, bon dia. I am thinking you are no longer Bibino. I think she treats you what I am thinking, the way she treats you is to control your time out. If you go out in the evening, come back, that's usually the mother's concern. And for example, as myself, when I was young, whenever there is a siren sound, whenever there is some sound, my mother's heart will be, oh, I was always thinking about you. And for me, whenever I see something, emergency something, I think my own child. And that is just a very natural part of being a mother. And so she is afraid of you going out late. What you can do in that case, if because you come out late, give a phone call, give a message. I will be coming back at certain time. When you think about your mother, when you think about the other person, wear her shoes, it becomes easier. And you have less trouble, you have less problem in that. And then you start to build up her confidence in you. Even if later you come back home late, she knows you are studying, you are having a good time with friends, and you do not have the habit of doing something too wrong. What else can I think of? I have no way to think about other things. Let me know. Let us know what other things you have, other problem you have. Some for me is about outside in the day and campfire at night. I know it is probably difficult in California summer, but it would be wonderful to hear you chat next to a fire. Winter, I can chat over a fire. Yes, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yes, it is winter time. I can do that. That is very interesting story. Personally, I do not like long fingernails either. It's good to see you walked into good habit with them and you've learned to like them. I like my hand. I like my hand. I like my hand for its function, and it's the right shape, right everything. I think hands are very emotional. When we are mad, we clench them. Yes, hands are very emotional. When we are happy, we clap them. If you are happy, you are dun, 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 dun. They can be instruments of kindness or hatred. Gentle hands give us gentle emotion, I think. That is so true. That is so deep, so interesting. Be careful with our hand. When we do movement, sometimes we touch other people. Other people do not want to be touched, right? Control ourselves. As a teacher, we are not allowed to touch students. So if my own children, I want to hug them, but you do not do that. And I see a lot of people do not know it. To control your hand. We control your hand. What is going on with the chat with Michael? Michael, he put a lot of C, repeating, occupy. Yes, my hand must be used. I have rough hand and callous, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love hand with this. And my hand finger, when I go to immigration and every time I pass through the immigration and things, you put your fingernail, my hand does not even, it does not even recognize sometimes, or takes a longer time, because I do arts and craft, do paper folding so often, it used up a little bit. He must be in his 20s. Is it worth it to wait for someone to become emotionally available to date? What do you think? Yes, you cannot force. You cannot force. If someone is not emotionally available, you can do as much as you can. And if the other person is not in it, it's just not in it. We have seen divorce, and we have seen people not getting together. It's just not yet matching, not the right time. We cannot force time. There is just nothing we can do about it, I feel. I'm 24 and in medical school, haha, pretty big contrast. Can you give advice about how to get good at saying no? Yes, get good at saying no. I have this trouble, but I have some time. I do have success. So I talk from my failure. My failure of not able to say no is the responsibility. It beyond my control. It make me into a bad self, make me unable to run through so many things, to control so many things. So I have a poor quality of job done. Think about it. If you do not say no, if it is beyond you, then you will end up doing a poor quality job, live a poor quality life. Do you want that? Do you want to stretch yourself so much? Of course, we do make effort, but our elasticity have a limit. Do not go beyond that limit. Saying no is about communication. Is about communication. Speak very clear. It is beyond me. If I do it, I cannot give my 100% my effort, my 100% heart and soul. You will get a mediocre job done. Do you want that? Do you want only the time devotion or a good job done? Right? Communicate and also ask for help. It might be your husband. It might be your family. It might be your boss. Speak very clearly. And we cannot say no because we do not have the courage, not only the ability. For example, in front of your boss. You say no to your boss. You may have the chance to lose your job, and you rely on that job, so you cannot say no, right? For example, it's your husband or wife. If you say no, then you will lose this person. And this person has so much more good than just saying no, right? You make a balance, make sure that things work out well. And from my experience, if the other part, if your counterpart also looking for a job well done, a sufficient person, a good result for person, a good productive person, that person will understand. We are all made of human, including in my family. When I say no to my family, to my husband, to my children, I say no and then give some time to digest and speak out. Eventually, it comes to be a better result. Let's give an example. I will not say who. I asked one person, can I make a video interview of you? And he said, no. I said, make a video interview. I will not post on video. I will not post anywhere. Just put the camera so that you can make you can train yourself to speak in front of people, in front of camera. He said, no, just no. And then I feel so good. I was rejected, bam, flat in the face, but I feel so good. Not only I feel good that he speak out, I feel so good that he has the courage to speak out. And I feel he's growing to be stronger than just saying no and mediocrely or unreluctantly to make a video. That's an example. Speak it out will help a true understanding by both sides. I am so proud of him for speaking out. And in my family, we start to speak out things we like, we do not like. I want to go to travel. We go to travel, or we do not go to travel. When we speak out, it becomes so much easier, so much easier. Do I make any sense? Okay, let's keep on. Is that worthy to wait someone? Okay, thank you for the input. I don't go out that often, but I think the principle of how she sees me and the worries she has still applies. I will try to have more patience and communicate better. And also, Rodrigo, Gabriel, start to speak out. You talk as a mature man. You talk as you can make decision because you already make decision, right? You can make decision. You can speak out very clearly. Same as that video, say no to the mother. Say no, I'm not eating oyster. I am not eating it. It does not make me happy. I'm not eating this burger. Does not make me happy. Speak out. I eat something else will be better. Makes me happy, makes you happy. It's not that I do not appreciate. I do not appreciate the meal you prepare. I am in the mood for other things. Makes me even happier. Speak it out. Speak it right in the face, and they will not be hurt. People will not be hurt by speaking out. Only when we try something hidden and later on people figure out that is not successful. That is not good. Do I make any sense? Thank you for the input. Okay. Yes, make yourself number one priority. You really do need to make yourself very, very number one priority. When you are full, comfortable on the ground, you can make the best. Before that, it's really, things does not work out well. Thank you. Your username, one, something with ideas. Your username is funny, but you do have, I remember, you have a lot of very wise comments and very fun and interesting comments. I have been struggling with this also, and I feel like I have gotten better at it just by being my own advocate. That's a good word, being your own advocate. Listening to myself and how I feel and validating my own feeling. That is so true. It is a struggle. Even as I say it, I still have time. I say no. Okay, there are times I cannot say no. There are times I cannot say no. For example, if someone chooses to go to a certain restaurant, I do not want to go to that restaurant, and it happens. It's just one meal. I can live with it, right? And become with more tolerance. One thing is to speak out, and a lot of things we actually can compromise. I eat this meal with you. Next time, I owned my credit. I owned my right to choose my restaurant, right? So it's about compromise, communication, and it's about back and forth. It's a struggle. Family is a struggle. Job is a struggle. Life is a struggle. It's about making the best balance between these two, right? Just being my okay. Yep, I was a dishwasher and we had to use our fingerprint to clock in and out. It never recognized my print at the end of the shift. Oh, I love it. I love it. We use our fingers so much, and our finger, that our hand is powerful, right? Oh, I love it. I want to kiss my hand. How to overcome anxiety. Where does this anxiety come from? Write a little bit more and then we can talk about it, okay? Yes, Sally, write more of your story. That is a good advice. I am late to the party, but to piggyback off the comments, I do love your voiceover. Thank you. I have a lot of voiceover to come. This time I went to San Francisco and I start to try gimbal, and the noise, background noise is too loud. There's no way I can make a video, so there will be voiceover. A lot of situation, voiceover will be even better with some background noise. I will do that. Thank you. Especially the whispers, whisper ones. I'm so happy to caught alive. I miss these streams. Thank you. I am, as long as I am here, there is time. I just came back from San Francisco. As long as I have time, I will make this Saturday and Sunday live. If I am not at home, if I do not have internet access, I will not do. But otherwise, weekend, we will do it. I'm so happy. Yes, that is so important, Haiying. It's so sweet that you acknowledge his own choice. But also, he has the ability to voice that choice. Do you have the ability to voice that choice? learn to voice that choice. Maybe you voice that choice in the very ugly face, in the very unhappy face. A true heart can understand. I can understand. Your family can understand. A very solid idea can be understood. Yes. Gosh, you are so wise. Love you. We appreciate. Good afternoon. Late, but finally here. Oh, Walter Sullivan. Oh, so happy to see you here. Best advice I can give on anxiety is get used to the feeling, and every once in a while will become too overwhelming, and then you will need to do whatever you need to do to calm down. That is so true. Get too used to it. It's such a good advice. Maybe you need to change your username, want something with ideas, right? Okay, keep that username. And I love it. I love people have some unique. A lot of time, last time we were talking about if someone nail us, press us, make us uncomfortable. They are training us. They are training us to be a better person, to be a more patient person. So once we get used to a situation, to a stress, we have friends working for emergency room. Imagine there are families screaming. There are patients that bleeding, screaming, and the emergency room people every day will work with this. If me, I may die after a few days, but they need to leave it. You just train yourself and become calm and build up your routine of this. And for myself, every year I have an art exhibition, and every year I was stressed. And now it is coming until December. I'm always stressed, always anxious, stressed out. But I get used to it, and I start to build up my habit, and I start to find my way of doing things. One thing of my way of doing things, when my colleague prepares things very well and in a regular pace and prepare and do it in a certain time, I start to realize it's not my way. My way is doing something around with no idea, and at the very end, bang, idea come out. It's my pattern. I have been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, always like this. I start to figure out my pattern. I start to figure out my anxiety. I start to figure out my stress. And I know I can live through it. There is no way this stress will go away, but I can start to live with it. And it's part of things that make my life interesting. No anxiety, no stress. Life is no fun. The speech, the speakers, if there is no anxiety, there is no excitement. The other time, one friend said, you learn to train yourself, rename this anxiety. Instead of saying anxiety, train it, train your brain to call it excitement. This is one way to do it. There are many ways. If you have, okay, something with ideas, bring out some more clever ideas, clever words. Yes, bring out something else. So you get the idea, right? We get used to it. We get ourselves accumulate a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. We become more and more tolerant to it, become more and more used to it. We become more and more capable of dealing with it and conquer it. Do I make any sense? From Greece. Oh, so good to hear you. Okay. Yeah. And when it becomes to a certain stage, this is very true. Get an old cup. This is a beautiful cup. I will not break it. We all have some old plate you want to replace, and you have no chance. That is the time to break it into 1,000 pieces and buy a new one, right? Make a big noise, break an old plate, break an old rock, and tear off an old t-shirt. Hear the sound. Tear off an old paper, old magazine. Tear it off. Hear the sound. A lot of visual and auditory explosion sound can help us. A lot of time it's just you stuck there. There's just so many things. You want to break it, you need to hear the sound. Quickly smash a ball, paper ball, and that movement can help release a lot. And this is no danger to other people. Close the door, every door, one door, two doors, three door, everything closed. Go inside your toilet and sing in the sink, sing in the toilet, and sing in the, put the shower curtain and put the water and sing and shout there. Do something. We do need, you find your way. You have your way. Yeah. I think sometimes I just go out to drive out. When I am in the car, I am not angry. Do not drive out when you are angry. Bump into something. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't say that. Okay. Yeah, I feel my hair looks so good today. I am so happy. Today I went to a supermarket. I went to farmer's market, and there was one guy, and he's selling some vegetables and things, and he had braid. He had braid, beautiful braid, two braids like that. And I said, "Your hair is better than me." And he said, "Oh, you have fantastic hair." Made me so happy. Silly. Sometimes we need to be silly. Dear Hayin, I've been listening to you for the past decade. You always help me relax listening to you while I paint a portrait. Fantastic. I love that idea. Instead of anxiety, excitement. What a great way to look at it. This is one friend mentioned last time. Never tried smashing a teacup, but I'm a big believer in bonfire. Nothing like watching a source of stress go up in flame. Great idea, great idea. Yes, we have so many great ideas. Your hair looks so good. I've been listening. I think I have catch up. Hey, Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. It's my bedtime. Remember to leave a like and check out Haiying's podcast on Spotify. Yes. Thank you. I love listening to your video. They always make me so relaxed. Yeah. Last time, okay, I am about to finish. We have been here for 15 minutes, 15 minutes, and my family is cooking. I will join them in cooking. I went to a fancy restaurant this weekend, and I want to try something new, maybe bring some new ideas into my cooking. And I used to ask friends what kind of video you like. And at the end of the day, I find that something out of my heart that I like to do is exactly good what you like. So truly be yourself. Be the best of yourself. Be comfortable. Be confident. Not to pretend, not to make an effort to please other people. That is sufficient. You are just as good as you are, and that is enough. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. This is such a wonderful time to spend with you. You have a beautiful, beautiful night. I will see you next week. Oh my God, I remember seeing your video a few years ago, and it really helped me through a hard time. So good. Glad to see you again. Speak about your fingers. I think that some are the best. I like the creases, and looks like at history almost. Do you paint my hand? Answer me right now. I wait before I go. Do you paint my hand? You are an artist. Do you paint my hand? If you paint, I will do it. My sister used to paint people. She went to train station. She went to train station, Beijing train station, a lot of people waiting, and she will just paint people, and and ask people, can you sit here, be my model and paint? People just waiting for the train and have nothing to do, and then they allow her to paint, and she practiced that way. And until there was one time police came and said, you paint good. But she was 11, 12, 15, 13 years old, many, many years old, 50 years ago in Beijing. And the police came, you paint so good. It is good that you paint, but when you paint, maybe you make sure people care about their luggage and not being taken away. Anyway, that is so fun. Do you paint my hand? You didn't answer me. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you. Yeah, paint. You painted. That's the best use. Do I paint your hand? You paint. I will do this. If this become something for us to learn, to practice, of course, of course. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. Cuckoo, bye, bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will do a video. Okay, I will do a video with my hand close up or not close up, showing the movement. Yeah, not just a picture like that, but showing the movement. And 画人难画人难画手，画狗难画走。In Chinese, we have a saying, the most difficult for painting is painting hand because there is so much dexterity, movement in our hand. To paint a dog, the most difficult is to paint the movement because there are so many movement and muscle and things. Our hands are really delicate. Yes, I understand. Thank you very, very much. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. Cuckoo, bye, bye.